Hi, welcome back. My niece is getting married. She's asked me to make a game for her. This is Coconut Shy. It's an 18th century game where you have coconuts on top of poles and you knock them off with a beanbag. I suppose back then it was a little hard or a wooden ball, but we do it with beanbags, health and safety and everything. So let's get on with it, shall we? So to complete this task, I've got 4 broomsticks, a piece of 2x3 and some off-cut bits which I'm going to turn on a lathe to house or hold the coconuts at the top of the poles. And over here I have the coconuts. So the first thing I need to do is to measure up where I want these poles on this piece of wood and drill a hole for the broomstick to go into. So I'm going to have the poles roughly about a foot apart. I'm going to cut a section out of here, and then the other bit is going to be divided into 2 and put crossways on here to make the feet. So I've marked up the first bit, so I'm going to drill the holes here. So there's 4 places where I'm going to have the broomsticks coming out of. I'm going to take the edge off of that and trim it down to here and take that edge off. So I'll just cut that and I'll be back in a minute. So that's that quickly made. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, it's going to be outside and it's going to get abused at this wedding, I'm sure. So next thing is to drill the 4 holes, sorry, for the broomsticks to go into. So that, oh, take the mask off. Hate the things. Right, that's the base done, and just done 2 half-lap joints. Drilled the holes for the broomsticks to go into. I pre-drilled these holes on the backs to accept the ends of the broomsticks. So that's that. So that seems quite sturdy. Now let's sort the broomsticks. I don't really need to do much to them. I just need to lop this top off up here, a bit too close. Just need to lop this top off so I've got a nice flat surface to attach the bowl that I'm going to make. A little tiny bowl that's just going to hold the coconut on the top. So I'll just quickly do that. So I've got this horrible scrap piece of wood. I got this out of a skip. It's from the conservatory of my sister-in-law. So I have made quite a few bits and pieces with this. I made the bench slats, because there's quite a bit of this out of this. I've also made the placement card holders for the wedding out of this. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is going to cut this into 4-inch squares and glue 2 pieces together, put it on the lathe, round it off, and put a bowl shape in the centre of it to hold the bottom of the coconut in that 4-inch, because these are not very big coconuts. Where's my tape measure? So they're only what, 3.5, no, just under 3.5 inches, and they're all fairly similar sort of size. So I think a 4-inch block, 2-inch by 4-inch block should do that, just to round it off and to get this slight bowl to place the coconut in. Got a little bit of tidying up to do, get rid of some of this construction adhesive that's on the back. It's quite difficult to get off. We've got a load of silicone, lots of paint to belt sand off. Yeah, if I had a planer, as in a big planer, or thickness planer, I think that would make life a lot easier. But I don't, and everything I do in my wee little shed has to be done by hand. So let's do it. So I've got my squares, just need to glue them together. I'm going to glue them together with some epoxy resin. I think that'll do. Just ain't got enough. I don't have time. I've got a very tight schedule. It has to be ready for tomorrow. So I'm hoping this will do the job. I think that's too much. first. Cool. Okay, so the blocks of wood, glue's gone off. Good. Well, we haven't plugged it in. Okay, go slowest. I'll start rounding this off. So there we go, from that to that. Now, they're only roughly made, it's only a game, so I don't really need it to be perfect. And they're all slightly different, but that's not a problem. That one's a bit deeper than the other, but that coconut is a little bit slimmer than the rest. Yeah, that's good. So the next bit I need to do is to drill the hole in the bottom. Now, the only forcing bit I've got is too small, so I might have to make the top of that slightly smaller, I think. Top of the broomsticks. And then that'll be a nice tight fit. Drill a hole through the centre and screw that to the tops of the broomsticks, and then we're good. Oh, wrong one. Good to go. So I've just sort of filed this bit down around, and it doesn't take much because it's only just slightly too big, but that will do. Look at that. That's a deep one. There we go. Yep, that will do. So just going to drill a hole through the centre there and put a screw in. Not that it's going to need it, but I might just glue it actually. I'll just glue it. That will do. Put a double glue on there. It's only for the wedding. What they're going to do with it after, I don't really know. so. Just a wee bit of glue, a little spread. Ooh, that was my stomach. So that will do. Don't need a hammer actually, just to make sure that it is she will do. Perfect. I'll just do the others and I'll be back. Well, let's put this together. See it in its full glory. Like that. Spin it over and put some screws in the bottom just to hold it still. One more, and I think we are there. Okay. One coconut shy game. There we are. Got the bean bags indoors so we can lob it at them. Let's see how well that works. That's it. I've done. There you go. That's how to make a coconut shy game. Now, if you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, give us a thumbs up. If you're not already, please subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care now.